Sometimes you're flush and sometimes you're bust. And when you're up, it's never as good as it seems. And when you're down, you never think you're going to be up again. But life goes on. Remember that. Money isn't real, George. Doesn't matter. It only seems like it does.
Cause I'm happy now, but I'm crashing down. Who's gonna save me from myself to keep my feet on the ground?
How you doing today, sir? How you doing today, officer? Yeah, if you don't mind me asking, you want to tell me what that little exchange was back there? I was sitting at the corner, I saw the entire thing. Oh, I was actually picking up a package that a friend had left for me. I understand how it probably looked pretty bad, but seriously, it was just a package. Right. You can only imagine how many times I've heard that. I assure you, there was nothing except a package. Nothing illegal. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take your word for it. If you wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna have you pop the trunk. Yeah, let me pop the trunk. Just go ahead and keep your hands on the steering wheel. Just for safety precaution.
Like there's no one left to keep my feet on the ground. Cause I'm happy now, but I'm crashing down. Who's gonna save me from myself to keep my feet on the ground?
Hey sir, do you, any way you could explain this? I'm gonna need you to come down to the station with me, answer a few questions. Mr. Sneakerhead. Real original, buddy. Let me guess. Buy a couple pairs of shoes every week, take a few Instagram pictures, resell them, make a quick buck. Join the club. Oh. I don't know where to start with this. You probably already know why you're here. Last night, February 29th at approximately 9:52 p.m., Officer Balzac pulled you over and found you with... Look, man, this thing is a major misunderstanding. I haven't done anything wrong. This is a violation of civil rights. Look, I hear what you're saying, but the amount of evidence against you is outstanding. Look, a friend left a package. I went and picked up the package. I got my stuff. Case closed. Help me help you. How do you explain this? Open the box, man. 1 kilo of pure dope. Jesus Christ. What is going on, YouTube? I am super excited to show you guys my favorite shoe of the year so far, the Asics and Concepts collab that just came out, the Lyte 5 called the 8 Ball. This collab was inspired by Boston's own George Young, an international drug runner made really famous by Johnny Depp in my favorite movie of all time, Blow. The shoe originally released at Concepts New York for $170, and the way they did the whole exchange was actually pretty phenomenal with the whole theme of the shoe. Customers lined up one by one and entered a trap house, receiving their pair through a slide-out shelf in a realistic drug deal transaction. If you couldn't snag an early pair though, Concepts had a global release on February 12th in limited numbers, so they're actually pretty easy to snag if you wanted them. The shoe's packaging was extremely unique for the concept of the 8 Ball theme. You get a premium white Concepts box, wrapped in saran wrap, as well as duct taped like a stereotypical kilo of cocaine. You also get this Concepts Cobra themed paper, just taking the theme to the next level. I didn't want to take away from the original packaging, so I just used a razor and I sliced the opening and just used clear tape to preserve the original look. Taking a look at the materials on the shoe, you've got a premium off-white suede that wraps around the entire shoe. It's not a thick pig skin we see on a lot of collabs, but it's a small step above a general release. I was pretty satisfied. You've got some 3M hits around the shoe that help it pop underneath a flash, and you've also got a white patent leather on the inner side of the shoe, again sticking with that pure white cocaine theme. As far as the midsole goes, pretty simple. You've got your coke white up front and your red near the back that really sets the shoe off. Again, red referring to blood, which is also incorporated in the insoles with this awesome blood splatter effect. Apparently too much cocaine leads to a bloody nose or something. Not that I would know, just from what I've seen in movies.
I can't feel my face. I mean, I can touch it, but I can't feel it inside.
The bottom of the shoe features the exact same colors. Nothing special, super clean, and super simple. One of the awesome bonuses that came with the Concepts packaging was the vial that they threw in. Not only does it tie into the cocaine theme, but you also get 3 extra pairs of rope laces, all of which you'd be paying about $6 a piece if you were buying them from a third party. My only real complaint with the shoes was the craftsmanship on my particular pair. I sliced the package open only to find a blue marker streak on the back of my shoe. If I'm paying $200 for a pair of shoes, I would expect it to come without freaking Sharpie streaks on the back. That's all I've got for today, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to give the video a like and hit that subscribe button down there for more pickup videos, performance reviews, and on feeds. Until next time, stay classy, my friends.